writing this sermon. Someone whom I consider a friend and mentor pointed to verse 10. Those of you who love the Lord hate evil. God guards the lives of his faithful ones, delivering them from the power of the wicked, and asked if it was saying that all one has to do is love God and be in right relationship, and all the problems of your life will be solved. If evil and wickedness have no power compared to the sovereignty of the one who is the Most High over all the earth, why do they seem to have such terrible effects on us and those whom we love? If fire proceeds before God, burning up his enemies on every side, why do we sometimes find ourselves feeling burned? Is there another fire which God has chosen not to put out? Or has the God who loves us burned us? And we know that the Lord rules, and we can let the earth celebrate, but we cannot always join in the praise. Being guarded and protected as one of God's faithful doesn't mean that it is easy. It does mean, however, that it is not up to us to solve every problem or to shoulder every burden. My mother sang at her dearest friend's funeral, "Through all the tumult and the strife, those freedom bells come ringing. Since Christ is Lord of heaven and earth, how can I keep from singing?" Because just as the mountains melt like wax before the one who is most high over all the earth, so too our pain and suffering can hold no power compared to the ability of God to redeem us from the effects of this fallen world. And though our pain is real, it cannot hold our redemption back. And we see that truth proclaimed nowhere more powerfully than on the cross, where God suffered and died. The cross where Jesus cried out, my God, why have you abandoned me?" But we celebrate at this completion of the Easter season that the story doesn't end at the cross, but at the empty tomb. God may lament a song of